Ba-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, hello. You've caught me at a time, and that time is now, where I'm joined by the little buddy in the corner. I've never had my little PNG tuber for a Minecraft video before. I usually just like emote in Minecraft. Honestly, it's only there because I just forgot to turn it off. I was thinking of recording a video in Cyberpunk 2077, and I did actually already get a half an hour into that video. But then I realized that it was going to take a lot of editing, and I open tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pretty late opening, but it's still, I mean, it's essentially an opening. So instead I'm in Minecraft again. So welcome back, everybody. This is not the video that I was planning to make, and neither was the Cyberpunk 2077 video. Instead, I actually had a different Minecraft video planned, where I was going to feature some music from a really, really awesome and super cool and very, very skilled composer named Fuzzbite, who's... I promised him that I would credit him in the video, and he's expecting that video to be this one, the one uploaded today, which is obviously not being uploaded today. So all of his stuff is still going to be down in the description below, just because I think that he's really neat and he deserves all of the attention that he could possibly earn. So yeah, but while that video is being worked on, I figured why not take the time to do some walking, you know, to get our steps in. So I am once again returning to my series where I walk around in Minecraft until I find something specific. I think that specific thing was a mushroom, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay, let's see. So this is the way that I should go. Okay, because that's the way that the sun is rising from. So this way. Okay. I think I said mushroom. I'm pretty sure, because I tried to say it like, oh hello, you've caught me at a time, and that time is mushroom time. I think that's what I said. If that's not what I said, then ignore me, and now we're looking for a mushroom, I guess. The last time, this series actually ended before because I found a place that was so pretty that I just had to build a house there, and then I decided to use that house as like... Sorry, I had to adjust in my chair. I decided to use that house as... Oh, I've never seen this before. Oh, there you are. Good. A hazmat helmet. Nice. Curse of Vanishing. Cool. Rad. Oh, sorry. I keep not finishing my sentences. I decided to use that series in order to promote the quantum displacement program, the like big SMP ARG project that I was doing on my channel, and on a bunch of other channels, and that's still going on. That is still going to be a thing. Without getting into too much detail, the scope of it has to change, because the lore masters, who were like the team of people that were actually writing everything and like doing all of the work, they and me, we all had some pretty hard life things come up, which resulted in us kind of having to take a pretty big hiatus from the project in general. And now life just continues to get in the way, and long story short, the project is still going on. It is just going to be much smaller scope, and also I am going to be the one in charge of stuff now, I guess. I don't actually know what that's supposed to look like yet. I made the first video and like the big teasers and stuff. Jojo also made a teaser, so I'm gonna ask her for so much help because Jojo is amazing. That was the smallest mesa biome I think I've ever seen. But yeah, so that's still going on. It's just gonna be a lot smaller than it was before. Hello, Moo-Moos. Hello. And that's not to say that we're not going to be using any of the stuff that the lore masters did before. It's just they are, I think, going to be saving all of the stuff that they made for a future project, and the quantum displacement program is going to be slightly different than it otherwise would have. They're gonna like walk me through. I realize that jumping thing only works while you're sprinting. Otherwise, if you're just regular walking, I think you go slightly slower. That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. Right. Anyways, you don't care about that, or maybe you do care about that. Maybe you care deeply. Oh, good news, actually. That also means that since things are changing and like the scope is getting smaller, that means that I get to be the one to like add people to the group and stuff. So I am going to be closing applications probably as soon as this video comes out. So if you applied to be a member of the lore team that we currently have, like the people that are dropping out of the project or like reducing their scope, they have already looked at your applications, and all of the people that got accepted, I am going to be DMing you on Discord and all that. Yes. All of the members that were going to be added have already been added, which we've got a pretty cool lineup of people, I think. Yeah, not really sure what the project's going to look like moving forward, but it's going to look like something. What that something is, I don't know. Anyways, it is now boat time. Time to boat. Boop. Break. Awesome sauce. Okay. Also, does this have any other? No, it's just the curse of vanishing. Alright. Okay, and I've already got to cross a massive ocean. Why do these things happen to me? Why do these things happen to me? Can I do video settings? The VSync 60, yeah, it's already all there. Okay, so let me go ahead and do 256 chunks apply, just because I kind of want to be able to see the opposite side of this. There we go. Okay, cool. Click, click. There we go. Swimmy, swimmy, swimmy. I guess boaty, boaty, boaty. You know, I did actually kind of miss this sort of low-stakes Minecraft adventure, where there's not really much going on. I can really just say whatever I want and clear my head of things. And the most beautiful part, I don't have to edit this, because these videos were never edited. Well, I mean, sometimes there were, like, I had to cut some stuff out if I said way too much personal stuff. But I don't have to do nearly as much editing. Ooh, those are really pretty fish. Oh my gosh. You guys look like little yin-yang, like red and white yin-yang. Why are you coming up to me? Hey buddies, you like my boat? I guess I just like my boat. That's pretty neat. That was cool. Do I have a mod in? Do I have a mod that makes fish swim up to boats? I don't even remember. But it's cool. It's a really cool mod. Oh, I also don't know if I mentioned this already, but it's peaceful mode. It's peaceful mode, which means that I don't have to worry about baddies at night. I don't have to do anything. It's a very, very, very chill, very relaxing game. Which is honestly kind of... It's kind of my ideal way to play Minecraft, is in peaceful mode. I just wish that, like, if I could play peaceful mode, except like hunger still went down and all of that, that would be my ideal for playing in Minecraft. Just because I really don't like dealing with the baddies. My favorite part about Minecraft has never been the combat, which is why I still play on versions 1.20.1 and 1.20.4. Just because the trial chambers weren't added in these versions. And the trial chambers take up way too much space underground. There's one trial chamber and they're huge. Like, I read somewhere it said like one trial chamber per 500 blocks, which is way, way, way too plentiful. There's a crazy amount of stuff, and I don't want anything to do with it because it's just about like combat and whatever, and that's not really my thing. So older versions of Minecraft it is, even though there's been a lot of like quality of life updates and stuff like that too. I don't know, it's just I like this. I have a nostalgia for this version of Minecraft, I guess. Ooh, what is that? Looks like light coming from a torch, but I bet you it's probably just glow lichen. Either way, we're going this way anyway, so might as well go check it out. Ooh, there's another ruined portal over there. Glow lichen, ruined portal. Glow lichen, ruined portal. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch your tiger by the toe. I realized that ooh, I just got a lag spike. Hang on, let me bring this all the way down to, let's say, 97. Okay, there we go. The beautiful thing about the eeny meeny miny mo thing is that you can really just keep talking until you get the option that you want. Like eeny meeny miny mo, catch your tiger by the toe, you can stop there, or if he hollers, let him go, blah 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 blah. And then you can just keep going and going and going until you get the option that you actually want. And honestly, I think that that's the best use of those like little decision making tools like eeny meeny miny mo, or like flipping a coin. Because once you realize what you're going to land on, or once you know what you're going to land on, then you are either like glad about it, or you're disappointed, or you feel neutral about it. But either way, you kind of come to realize like, ooh, well, fire charges actually glow slightly. That's good to know. But you realize what you actually wanted in the first place. You know what I mean? Like if you flip a coin and it says that you have to have a hamburger, and then you're like, oh man, but I did really want a taco. Well, now you know you wanted a taco, and you can go and get a taco. You know? I had that Speaking from experience between hamburgers and tacos, because that's what I chose today. You don't really need to know that, but actually, maybe you do need to know that. I mean, you definitely don't, but now that I'm already talking, I'm going to tell you about my day, which is that today I went to a pop-up night market here in Los Angeles. It was over in Van Nuys. Oh my god, wait, that's another rune portal. It was over in Van Nuys, and it was Gravity Falls themed. And I dressed in a cosplay. I dressed up as... I was originally going to be Bill Cipher, but, you know, poor planning and all of that. Also, I don't think that I'm, you know, pretty enough to be Bill Cipher, which is... whatever. Ooh, Curse of Binding. I don't want Curse of Binding. Maybe I do want Curse of Binding. Actually, hang on. There's just boots. Click. Well, now I gotta deal with those until they break. Hop, hop, hop. All right. Actually, I'm by a jungle, so I'm getting lag. Ooh, not that. We'll just do 36, I guess. 36? I meant 37. Obviously, I meant 37. But, so I didn't do Bill Cipher. I cosplayed as, Stanford Pines, which is like the Grunkle Stan, but it's his brother. Kind of. Ooh, I just realized the stars and the clouds are moving at the same pace. Oh, no, they're not. It just kind of looks like they are. Or maybe they are. I don't know. Okay, so we need to go the way that the clouds are coming from, I think. Right, which... yeah, so we gotta go this way, actually. Right? Am I insane? Did I go the wrong way? Maybe I did. Who knows? I know nothing. Nothing at all. Does this one also have Curse of Binding? No, it doesn't. Ooh, it has Respiration 3. What does Respiration do? Oh, but that's a big jungle. I don't really want to go through the jungle. I'll go around. That's fine. There's no rules on these excursions. There's no rules. No regulations. Or anything of the sort. You can just sort of go and do what you will. And do as you please. And I please to not go into the trees. Oh, yes. Pop up in Van Nuys. For anybody who's new joining me, I've got horrible dyslexia. Not dyslexia, ADHD. Whew. I'm also dyslexic. I've just got so many things wrong with me. But horrible ADHD, so I will be losing track and train of thought frequently, especially considering that it's 1 in the morning. Anyways, where was I? Van Nuys. That's where I was. In Van Nuys, at this pop-up, me dressed up as Grunkle Stanford. They had tacos there, and the whole time that we were waiting in line to get into the venue, I was telling everybody, I was telling my roommates who I went with, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get tacos. As soon as we're there, I'm gonna beeline for the tacos. That's what I want. I'm gonna get tacos. And then we finally got into the place, and there were so many more people than I thought that there were. Wow, I've got so many of the foot steals. Jiminy Chrysler. There were so many more people than I thought that there were. And I made it up to the tacos, and ooh, there's a thing right there. Cool. I'm not gonna go for that because I know that there's lays in there, and I don't really want a lays or anything like that. I made a beeline for the tacos, and once I actually got up to the taco stand, I realized that I actually did not want tacos at all. And so I decided that I was just going to wait until we left, and then I was going to go get a burger somewhere. And then when we actually left and started passing by burger places, I was like, I don't really want a burger. And we were already going to go to Yoshinoya, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like a Japanese fast food place here in California. I don't know if they exist anywhere else, but they're here in California. We went to Yoshinoya, and right next to Yoshinoya was a Peruvian place, and I'm like, yes, that's what I want. And so I got chicken and fried yucca, and I also got a $3 can of Inca Cola, which, best way to describe it is I think it's supposed to be like corn soda, but it tastes like bubblegum. It's like bubblegum soda, and it is extremely sweet. It is extremely, extremely sweet. But if you like bubblegum, then you might enjoy it. But for me, that's probably like a once every other year drink, you know? Like Skittles. I do that with Skittles, where I eat a single pack of Skittles every year. That is because I love Skittles. They make me very happy. I don't really like candy, but something about Skittles just brings me so much joy, and it reminds me of all of the good things in the world, and I'm like, oh, Skittles, I love you so much. If I was going to get a sponsorship, I would want it to be Skittles or something else. Wow, this is extremely pretty. Oh my goodness gracious. I might, hang on, just click. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I think I did I take a screenshot? Yes, I did. Okay. Oops. I forgot that I have 4K screenshots. So that's why it was so laggy and it took so long. Oopsie daisies. Oopsie daisies. Hop, hop. Hop, hop, hop. Man, my computer is actually kind of beefy. It wasn't beefy, it was like past gen hardware, but now that AI data centers are eating everything up and destroying the world, like literally everyone knew that they would. It's my computer is once again considered top of the line, which is completely weird and wild because I bought it in like well, I started buying it, let's say, in, I think, 2020, 2019, maybe? I don't know. I walked into my dad's friend's place because they had like a computer shop, and I said, hey, can you give me a supercomputer? And then the guy's son said, absolutely. And he pulled out this build that he had been making for himself because he wanted to play like the highest end video games and stuff. And then he's like, here, this is yours now. I'm gonna make a new build. And I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. But this is like, I have the computer that he had been building since he was like, I don't know how old actually, but it had like all the top of the line hardware and everything for 2019. This was his dream computer, and it was actually kind of sad when he was bringing it to me, because he was like we did all the paperwork and everything, and then he was like, hey, can I be the one to bring it to your car? And I'm like, yeah, dude, of course you can. And so we had like a heart-to-heart right there, and for like a year after I had purchased the computer, all the way up until I finished making payments on it, like he would occasionally text me to like check up on it and stuff. So this computer meant so much to him, actually, and I'm very, very honored that he trusted me enough to basically sell me his baby. What was I even saying? Oh, yeah. It was top of the line for when he made it. And it is an absolute beast of a computer. Like, I mean, you saw it got laggy eventually, but running all the way up at 256 chunks, that was, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And now I'm running at 37 with like hardly any lag, and we're loading so many huge chunks and all of that. It's wild. It's wild. And now everything's looking crazy again because of the RAM shortage and the graphics card shortage and all of that. And so now, you know, now my computer is top of the line again. Which is, I already said that. But anyways, I just think that it's a really sweet story with my computer. And I love this thing so much. I named it Reginald almost immediately because I name all my computers Reginald, or Reggie. This computer is actually Reggie 2 because my laptop was the first Reggie. I don't really know why I named them Reggie, but I do. And you can, I mean, I know why I named them Reggie, and you can come up with your own theories if you so choose. And we'll just leave it at that. I like that tree over there. That's a good tree. That's a good tree. I need a 4K photo of this tree here. Hang on, right there. Booyah. That's a good photo of that tree. Oh, it killed the music. Oh, there we go. We're back. Ah, lag. All right, back. Did it? Okay. We lost the music. We lost the music. Oopsie doozies. Oopsie poopsies. I don't know why, but it's a very sad mountain. Do you see like it's all curved? It's like curved down. He's like drooping. He's like drooping. Like it goes up and then it sags. He's all sad. Oh, poor guy. Poor guy. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. There's a house all the way up there on the tippy top of that mountain right there. That's really cool. I think that house is calling to me. I think I need to go there. Oh my god! Man, I am so glad that we're in peaceful mode right now. Holy moly, macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, what are we even looking for? A mushroom. A mushroom. That's what we're looking for. Man, 28 minutes and I'm still looking for a mushroom. Still looking for a mushroom. Still looking for a mushroom. Oh! Actually, I've got something. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump scare you. Sorry about that. I don't actually know if I've mentioned this before. On my channel. I mean, I probably have, maybe in passing. I am actually a voice actor. A voice actor, if you will. Not a very good one. I mean, I do my best. I do my best. I didn't mean to like immediately be like, nah, I suck. I'm so sorry. I give a bad name to voice actors everywhere. I didn't mean to immediately go down that route. I just mean that I haven't done a whole lot. I used to do like corporate stuff and like answering machines. Like I was for a couple companies, I was the like, hello and thank you for calling blah 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 blah, or just press 1 for the service desk. That's me. That's my voice. And if you called the company before, or called a company before, and you heard that voice, it may have been me. I'm not allowed to say what companies, or I can actually say one. One of them was my dad's company. It's called Juiced Right. Juicedrite, if you wanted to Google that. Although I may have just doxed myself there. That's called Juiced Right. I was the answering machine voice for that company, and also another company. But anyways, that's not important. What is important is that I have been trying to break my way into more creative endeavors and all of that, and I was cast in a project. The NDA that I had to sign for this is extensive. But it's a really, really cool project, and it's for a really, really great cause, and I am so excited to be able to tell you once I'm allowed to say more. But it's just so cool, and it's such an awesome opportunity, and I'm so excited that that's something I get to do. And yeah, actually I can say, actually no, maybe I shouldn't. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. You thought I was going to say something? Well, I'm not. I forgot I was going to go to that house up on the hill. Oops. I got distracted again and completely forgot what I was doing. Oh my goodness. Can I at least see it from here? Can I go back? What was that? I wanted to actually see the world from up there. Where are you? Is that you? Yeah, there you are. There's like a whole village up there. Yeah, I'm still gonna go up there. Why not? It's getting to be nighttime anyways, so might as well go take a nap. I'm gonna take a nap in the house on the hill. At least it's not a betrayal at the house on the hill. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think like seven people in the audience right now just got really excited. Maybe more, probably more. I'm referencing a board game, if you didn't know. It's called Betrayal at the House on the Hill. It's really, really fun if you like board games. Not so much if you don't like board games, or if you have a family that gets really competitive and angry. Then I don't suggest that board game. But if you guys do game nights and stuff, then it's probably one of my favorites. So recommend. Bunny recommends. And if anybody in your family is like, "Ooh, where'd you hear about this game?" Just be like, "I heard it from a bunny. I heard it from a bunny on YouTube, a YouTube bunny." Which there's a lot. There's quite a few of them. There's actually my new profile picture. I don't know what time period you're watching this video in. If you're watching this video when it first comes out, then the profile picture that I currently have is a cartoon version of my rabbit, and like a cartoon rabbit with a yellow background to it. And oh, there's no bed in here. Well, this is the house on the hill, but there's no bed in the house on the hill. So I shall sleep in the interesting. Well, this is unfortunate. I wonder if there's a blacksmith here. I'll just make a pair of shears or something. What was I saying? There's a leather hat. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? Ooh, there's definitely nobody's in this. Oh my god, there is somebody in that bed. What are you... Dude, there's a tree in front of your house. Have you just been trapped in there this whole time? Has nobody helped you out? That is redonkulous. Redonkulous. Okay. Okay. Anyways, about my profile picture. My profile picture currently is a cartoon rabbit on a yellow background. I think it's neat. It kind of is a little bit reminiscent of Scooby-Doo. In terms of the, like, how everything's positioned. Or, like, in terms of, like, the actual art style and stuff. Oh, this house is far. It's kind of isolated here. Do you have a bed in you? You do have a bed in you. Nobody's using this bed. Okay, well, I'm gonna yoink it and probably grab one of you guys. And then we're gonna go ahead and make myself a yellow bed because I like yellow beds. And then we're gonna go ahead and go sleep in the house on the hill, like I promised. But I've got, okay, cartoon rabbit with a yellow background. And after I had set that as my profile picture, I was flipping through YouTube and I found another bunny content creator who has an almost identical profile picture. The only difference is that there's no sweater. But they have been around a lot longer than me. Their name is Iodots. They do a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's videos and things, and I checked them out, and they're really cool actually. And I left a couple comments, and they replied, and they're very nice people. And so, because they kind of had that first, I don't really want to step on their brand or anything like that. So, I kind of want to make my own. Is that whole long story that I just spent like probably 10 minutes talking about? That's all I wanted to say. I want to make a new profile picture. That's such a long-winded way of saying that. Oh my gosh. But this is what happens when I don't edit my videos or plan anything or just do one of these walking around looking at nothing videos is I end up getting really ranty, and you get to learn a lot about me, namely how little I am able to focus on just about anything. There's more houses over there. There's more houses over there. Look at the little houses over there. Is that? No, that's a smoker. That's not a blacksmith. Okay, there's no blacksmith there, I don't think. There's a little mound over there. A little pole. Look at you. Man, if this was like 2016, I'd be like, oh, Herobrine sighting. Anyways. Hop. Ooh, glad I didn't hop into the lava there. That would have been redonkulous. Okay. This is the way that I go. Beans. You know, I do wish, actually, that, I do like some of the stuff from newer Minecraft. Obviously, I don't like the trial chambers, but I like the wolves. I like how the wolves, they got, like, different furs and stuff. I think that's really cool. They also just added cushions to the game, which basically you can sit anywhere, which is something that I've wanted for a really long time. I do still kind of wish that I had the ability to sit, or that we had the ability to sit places without needing to, like, craft an extra thing, but say la vie. Mushroom! Look at that! Mushroom! But yeah. Anyways, I found a mushroom. It's right here. I saw this one first. I know that this one is technically closer, but I saw this one first. And so, yoink, boop. Got the mushroom. And so, because I got the mushroom, as is the tradition in these kinds of videos, I'm going to celebrate the mushroom and be like, oh my gosh, look, I got a mushroom. Yay. Finally. Oh my gosh, I get to go to bed. Except I know for a fact that I'm not going to get to go to bed right now. Because I'm a dork. And I've got insomnia, which I don't know why that's funny. I've also got an eyelash in my eye. I've had it since like 10 minutes into the video. I've just been struggling with it the whole time, trying not to shake the mouse too much. If you saw me doing like weird movements with my mouse or like pausing for a long time, it was because I was trying to fish out the eyelash. But anyways, yeah, I got the mushroom. So I'm ending the video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. And if you liked it, let me know. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below. And oh, also if you like my little duder in the corner of the Minecraft videos and stuff, also let me know. Because usually I do this. I'm like, ooh, blah 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 blah, ooh, emoting and all of that. But I also have the little Minecraft duder in the bottom, so I don't know. Maybe I'll keep him. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I certainly do not. Oh, I sounded a bit like Tortoise just then. Hello, peoples of the internet. Anyways, yeah. These videos are also kind of notorious for having super long outros, so. Yeah, okay, that's it. Bye.